Right, this video will be talking anime of spring 2017. Okay, look at my watch list for this season. Bam! Holy shit! I am watching so much. Alright, so this is just some notes. Things I have a double asterisk. Those I really recommend. I'll be talking about them a bit more. Like, yeah, you definitely should watch this double asterisk this season. Alright, take notes. And if you're not a fan of them genres, then sorry. Just sorry. It's interesting to me, alright? Okay, the other series, it's simply because I mentioned them because they're interesting enough to not drop. That's just my opinion, alright? Okay, so here we go. I'll not be talking about the sequels, you know, like Shingeki no Kyojin, Roku, Hero Academia. Alright, so I'll be talking those which are on the first season, most of them, and some that are on, yeah, just special mentions. Okay, special mentions. Boruto. Okay, Naruto's Next Generation. I personally feel it's pretty interesting. It just brings out the nostalgia factor from watching Naruto in the earlier 2000s. I'm guessing that's when Naruto is first started. When I first started watching Naruto. And another special mention would be Danmachi. Danmachi is actually short for this whole title, Dungeon ni Deai wo motomeru no wa machika de iru daro ka. Yeah, all of this shortens to Danmachi. So, Sword Oratoria. Sword Oratoria is also a pretty interesting series. You'll be rewatching Danmachi, you know. You probably enjoyed the first season, and the second season it just provides the viewpoint of the princess, you know, the sword princess, which is Ice Wallenstein, alright? Who? Did I say which? She's not an object, you know. Fuck. Alright, first recommendation for this season, I would say Roku de Nashi, Majitsuko Shito Akashic Records. Originally a light novel, and originally when I got my first impression of the series, it was through the manga version, and there is not much released at that point because I read it like a year ago, and now I'm all caught up. Caught up. It's just the concept is just as interesting to me. So okay, this is more of fans who likes, yeah, you can just read the genres from here, so I'm not gonna spoil too much of this, and a brief synopsis over here. Yeah, and you probably love what you're watching. Okay, nextly, I would recommend this, Eromanga Sensei. Okay, first things first, this would be your series if you enjoy something that is just cute. Yeah, you enjoy a cute little series which has a little elements of comedy inside. Yeah, and basically if you're a fan of things to do with manga and anime like me, you will enjoy this. Yeah, same as Eromanga Sensei. Next recommendation, Recreators. Basically if you're a fan of like the culture, you know, like the otaku culture, manga, anime, games, then you would probably enjoy this. The story is heavily based on those elements, or an original story actually, and so far I've been enjoying it a lot. And yeah, just look at the rating, man. 7.77. It's one of the higher ones. So there are some which are pretty like okay or good, which are not so highly rated. So don't let the ratings be a deterrent to not watch the series, okay? That is especially true for some of the series that I watched that I found interesting enough to not drop, but I don't feel that that rating justifies it. Next we have one of the most underrated ones that I have seen so far, Renai Boukun. Why is this freaking show so underrated? I know it's stupid, I know there's not much story, I know it's just slapstick comedy at its but it's so funny. Like, if you just want a good laugh, this is the perfect series for you. Yeah, you'll be it's so hysterical. The manga version is so good too. Alright, next we have Zero Kara Hajimaru Mahou no Show. This, same as Roku de Nashi, my first impression of this came from the manga version, which I read about a year ago, because why a year ago? There is a period when I was pretty busy, which I did not have much time for stuff. So there has been a huge gap in between, so I have a lot to catch up. Like, for example, if you're a reader of One Piece, you typically have 30 plus to 40 episodes, chapters to catch up. Okay, that's how long the gap is. Because work, shit, hate it. Personally hate it, but do I have a choice? No. Zero Kara Hajimaru no Show, like, if you have read the manga version, you enjoy that, then you probably still enjoy the anime version. Like, seriously, it's just that good. It's just that good. Okay, next. Okay, this is just good. Okay, I'll just say that it's just good. If you have not watched the first season, go do that. Clockwork Planet. Okay, this deserves a special mention before I go into my second last recommendations, like my last twos of the season. Okay, Clockwork Planet. The original artwork from the light novel is just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And then looking at the anime version, you just feel disappointed. So personally, I've not got in touch with the series yet because busy. I was always so interested, and then I saw that the anime version is coming out, and then okay, I'll wait for it. And then this comes out. It's kind of disappointing. Like, if not for the original artwork being so good, this would have been a pretty enjoyable watch. The animation is just there's a lot more that you desire from this series. Simply, if you know this series, just continue watching the light novel version. This will not interest you within 2 episodes. You might not even give it a try after watching just 5 minutes of it. That's just how disappointing that it might be to you. But for someone who hasn't got in contact with the series, you want to know more about the story, then give it a go. If you enjoy it, just go on with the light novel version, or finish this and then continue on with the light novel version or manga version. I don't know how far it is yet, but never mind. Next, okay, last recommendation. Shuumatsu nani shite masu ka? Isugashi desu ka? Sukute moratte ii desu ka? Okay, that's such a long title. Damn it. Oh wait, this is not the last. I skipped out Shingeki. Okay, Shingeki no Bahamut. Okay, this is actually a sequel. The first season. Typically, I'm not a fan of series that has too much male protagonist. too much manliness, you know. Series like JoJo, not my kind. But when you add in a female protagonist or something, someone cute, then it makes it a lot more watchable for me. Like, seriously. Typically, I'm just a typical straight man, okay? There's too much manliness inside, I would say no. Alright, I would say no. Okay. Okay, typically this season, especially this season, the first season was pretty good already actually, and despite the the lack of female characters inside, I still finished the series. That's just how good it is. And the second series, we have a female protagonist, like fucking finally, man. And so far it's been really good. It's been really good. It's so interesting. Like, if you look at the ratings, holy shit, 8.06. That's really high. That's actually really high. Even with, like, I've watched everything without even looking at the ratings and stuff, and then I'm actually pretty decently surprised, to be honest. Even though I felt that it's really good, but there are many people who thought the same, and that really made me happy. Okay, next we have this super long title. Okay, this is also based on a light novel. I have not read the originals, not even the manga version, so I knew nothing about it. And the first episode, you kind of do. It would take a second episode for you to know more about the plot. The first episode does not explain much at all about this, like, to this story, which is about to be interesting. There's not much action in the first 3 episodes, but later on there should be action. There will be action, in my opinion, like, from the way it's progressing, and so far it's been pretty good actually. Despite no action at all for the first 3 episodes, it's just a really nice watch so far. And with the action coming, I would think that this would be blowing up in the gauge of how interesting it is. Yeah. So looking forward to this. Okay. So there really isn't that much left to say about the rest. Just that they're just good enough to not drop. So yeah, like, this is actually pretty good. Shingeki, like an original romance story. I mean, if they made it into a movie version, then I might enjoy it that much more. It's kind of like that, yeah. And then this, we have your R18 FAP material. FAP, okay. This, just look out for the uncensored version, and yeah, crazy body, crazy boobs. Oh, this is actually a Chinese series. I don't know much about this, but apparently it's pretty interesting, eh? I might give it a try. Might. Pretty interesting. Tsukumomo, okay. This isn't as alright, 6.7. Alright. And now this, okay. Fukumenke noise. It's actually pretty weird how underrated this is. I thought the anime version did a pretty good job actually, and the manga version is actually pretty good and actually pretty popular. Like, it's just weird when I see this series being so lowly rated. Like, is it because of the singing? Like, there are some awkward moments. When during the singing when they were a child, when they were little. So that point may be a little awkward, but I just don't think it deserves that low of a rating at all. Fukumenki noise, weird. And then Hinako no, another one which I don't feel it deserves that rating at all. Like, are people watching this with the wrong kind of mindset? Like, what are they expecting? Like, slice of life comedy. It's something that you wind down with. And personally, I don't think it's that bad at all. It's pretty funny and cute. Like, I know they're not as good as, like, maybe Kiniro Mosaic, okay, or Yuri Yuri. Those, those I felt are really, really good slice of life comedy. Maybe the standards were set so high that caused this. It's definitely not bad at all. Oh, this is a 3-minute short, which is uncensored too. So yeah, it's basically an affair with a monk, and things get pretty erotic. But maybe not too much people's liking, cause that. Alright. Frame Arms Go. Yeah, another one. You just watch it to maybe wind down or something. Watch them do cute stuff. It's kind of weird how it's not white, how it's so lowly rated. Like, there is no story, but sometimes anime series don't need story. Sometimes, if you're watching it with the right mindset, like at the end of the day, when you're not really that ready to sleep yet, then you watch that at that kind of timing, and then you find that you enjoy it that much more. Like, you're sometimes it's just not necessary for every series to be like action-packed, drama-filled. Like, you need series like this for some winding down. If not, how are you gonna sleep? How are you gonna And if you say sleeps are for pussies, then fuck you. Like, sleep is important, okay? Get some well-deserved rest. And last one, Cinderella Girls Gekijo. Okay. Not many people are watching, which is really, really weird. I always, because the series is so popular. The series itself is so popular, and the original anime made it series. The 2 seasons are also really good. Personally, I found this series, Cinderella Girls, to be honestly the best idol genre anime that I've ever watched. Like, personally, it's a 10 out of 10 in the idol genre. Like, Love Life, I know about the boom of Love Life. It's so freaking popular. It's probably sky high ratings, I guess. But personally, I enjoyed Cinderella Girls more than Love Life. Sorry to say that to Love Life fans, but I like Love Life too, but just not as much as Cinderella Girls. That's just personal opinion. And that's all. Kaito Tenshi Twin Angel. I've actually given it a try. I didn't dislike it. So it's just that it's the kind of series that I would watch like maybe an episode in 2 weeks, like 2 weeks one episode kind. If I were a lot more busy, then probably maybe once a month. Like, just a quick watch and then alright, let's do something else. is our kids stuff, kitty stuff. Little Witch Academia. Ah, this is so good. 20 minutes. Alright. That is all. And just for a quick recap, here. Okay, if you like cute stuff, if you like a bit of like comedy, if you like action, and a bit of romance, then this list, you can follow this list and you have a good time. Because personally, I've not dropped any of this, so yeah, if you like what I like, then you should not be dropping them. Yeah, a bit more of a quick look. This is actually like the ED already. Like, what do you say? Like when anime ends, the ending song. There. Alright. Is that enough time for you? Is that enough? I'll be ending this at the 22-minute mark. So, yeah. Bye bye.